morning, everyone, and welcome to Comfort Core, a psychological first aid workshop brought to you by the UPOU University Student Council, Ugnay ng Pahinungod UPOU, and the UPOU Office of the Student Affairs. I am Elsie Cancino from the USC.
And I am Jezreel Ann Cometo from the Ugnayan ng Pahinungod UPOU, and we're glad to have you with us bright and early on a Tuesday morning.
Kamusta po kayo? May we ask everyone to show us your current state of mind by giving us a thumbs up sign kung okay lang, carry lang, heart emoji kung you're very happy today, or a sad emoji if you're feeling a bit blue. Ayan. Pwede po tayo mag-emoji attack gamit ang ating Zoom emojis.
Yeah. May mga carry lang, no? Carry lang today.
Mukhang carry lang. Aga pa kasi. Still very, very early, no? So, mukhang carry lang talaga.
Pero madami ring happy. Ayan. So, we're glad to have you with us early in the morning. Yan. So, you can also share your location via our chat box. Share nyo naman kung saan kayo nanggagaling. Ayan. So, I believe we're across from different parts of the country. Malay natin may international participants pa pala tayo.
Yeah, we also have a participant from National Teachers College. Hi, Angelo. Hello, welcome. Ayan, sa iba po, hello sa mga taga Cavite. Boy, we have from Bonn, Germany. Oh, tama. Iba-iba ang ating mga from Baliwag, Bulacan. Welcome. Sana maganda ang weather sa inyong lugar. We have from Las Piñas, Laguna, DSWD Central Office. We also have participants coming from there. Welcome po to our workshop this morning. From Diliman, magandang umaga. Ayan. We also have Batangas City, Pasig. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Ayan. So very chill ang vibes at ang mood natin today. Even if these past few months have been nothing but chill. And we went through a lot of challenges as students, no? Hindi lang sa ating mga daily discussion forums and deadlines, balancing work, studies, and life in general.
That's true, Elsie. Kasabay na rin yan yung mga pinagdaanan nating calamities. Especially with the recent Typhoon Pepito, and we really hope na lahat tayo po ay safe ngayon. And also with the local and global politics, current events, and international conflicts. Ayan, baka may mga masyado na apektuhan sa hindi pagkapanalo ni Chelsea sa Miss Universe. Ayan, so which could have impacted our lives and especially our mental well-being one way or another.
So, to set the tone siguro, alamin muna natin, what are the keywords? Ano yung mga words na tumatak sa utak nyo or that pops into your head when we say the word mental health and resiliency? So, please scan the code. Our Slido QR code is flashed on your screen or click on the link sa ating chat box to join this activity. Yan, pakiscan po itong code na to so that you can join our live activity for this morning. Yan, ikaw ba, Jess, pag naisip mo or pag narinig mo yung term na mental health and resiliency, what comes to your mind?
Ako, siguro yung pinaka magpa-pop sa mind ko is yung laban, yan, ganyan. Fighting! Ganyan.
Kapit, diba? Ganyan, hinga. Ayan, so ayan, may mga ano na sila dito. Entries na sila, Jess.
Ayan, we have this compassion, persevere, community. Wow, such a very wonderful word for mental health. Coping mechanisms.
Mukhang
ayan,
marami ang nag-coping mechanisms. Mukhang yun ang ating main keyword. Yes. Strength. Ayan. Ang ating mga speakers are also now in this call. Nakikita nyo po ba? So, ayan. Self-care. Ayan.
Wow.
And everything else. Very interesting, no? Ayan, mas dumami ang self-care ngayon when we say the word mental health and resiliency. Ito ang talagang top of mind. We also have love, rest. It's very good to see na iba-iba, very diverse yung thoughts natin pagdating sa terms na ito.
That's
Yan.
right.
So, habang nagko-continue po kayo maglagay dyan, in today's session, we hope to empower our community members, whether as students, faculty, and staff, with the knowledge on how to deal with mental strains and strengthen our resilience in hopes that we can, as a community, continue to support each other.
So thank you for participating in our short activity. And now, without further ado, to formally open our workshop this morning, we'd like to call on the Ugnayan ng Pahinungod UPOU Director, Dr. Queenie Rojas Redulme.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Isang maalab na pagbati sa ating lahat po. Magandang araw. Unang-una po sa lahat, I would like to commend the UPOU University Student Council for initiating this timely webinar on psychological first aid and coordinating it with the Office of Student Affairs and Ugnayan ng Pahinungod. Alam naman po natin na sunod-sunod na kalamidad, no? Yung sinasabi nga kanina ni Miss Elsie at ni Miss Jess, no? Na tayo ay may sunod-sunod na kalamidad na nangyayari, mapabagyo man, o lindol, o landslide, na nangyayari sa ating bansa at sa buong mundo, no? Lalo na ngayon at nanalong presidente si Trump sa US. Ano na kaya mangyayari sa Pilipinas, no? Ano ang impact nito? At sabi nga ni Jess kanina, hindi nanalo sa Miss Universe ang Philippines. So, ano ang impact nito sa atin, no? So, and alam po naman po natin, no, our students in UPOU come from different parts of the country and the globe. And as I have said, very timely po talaga ito para po sa kalusugan ng ating kaisipan o mental health. Nung sinabi kahapon na more than 100 na ang nag-register, ako po ay tuwang-tuwa na malaman na marami pala sa atin sa UPOU ang nangangailangan nitong PFA sa ating pamumuhay. Pangalawa, I would like to thank our resource persons today, no? Si Doc Joey, ang director ng Pahinungod Diliman, at Doc Mitch, at pinaunlakan nila ang ating paanyaya despite their busy schedules para lang mabigyan tayo ng information and activities on psychological first aid. So, sana po ay marami po tayong matutunan ngayong araw na ito. Padayon.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Queenie. We are also looking forward to this activity and to the talks na maririnig natin this morning. So for the information of everyone, today's webinar will be composed of 3 important parts. First, we will discuss the importance of mental health and wellness. And then for our second talk, we will have the basics of psychological first aid. Last but not the least, we will have our plenary sharing and open forum where we can share, ask questions, and reflect on the things that our speakers have shared with us.
Aren't you guys excited? So let's dive right into it. Our first speaker for today is the director of the UP Diliman Ugnayan ng Pahinungod, the Volunteer Service Office of UP Diliman. She is also the concurrent director of the SUC's LUC's collaboration program under the UP system. She is also an associate professor at the Department of Social Work in the College of Social Work and Community Development and was awarded as a 2023 natatanging manggagawang panlipunan sa larangan ng edukasyon from the National Association of Social Work, Education, and ASEAN Social Work Consortium Philippines. She is also a member of the National Authority for Child Caring Agencies, board member of the Asia Pacific Association for Social Work Education, and an active PASCU accreditor. Let us give a warm virtual applause for Dr. Joima Ang Reyes.
Gandang umaga sa ating lahat. Isang karangalan ang mag-cross across from Diliman sa kasalukuyang Open OU. Unang-una, congratulations. Bago kami magsimula, congratulations sa UPOU Council, Student Council. Kaakibat na ang iba't ibang mga departamento, lalo na ugnayan ng Pahinungod at ibang mga opisina. Bago natin simulan, ito na ang aking sharing, ay kukwentuhan ko lang kayo ng konti. Ang programang ito at module na ito ay nagsimula noong 2020, no? Revitalization of Pahinungod branches kasi isa lang po ang natira, di po ba? Sa history. So nung ni-revitalize ang Pahinungod, kasama na po ang Diliman dito ng 2019, no? we are all very optimistic kasi Mitch and I were volunteers then, no? And then, sadly, COVID hit 2020. So, isa sa mga challenges na pinost sa amin ng aming director dati na si Director Jocelyn Caragay, paano tayo makakatulong upang maibsan naman, no, ang kaguluhan, mental health struggles, no, concerns ng bawat isa, dala ng uncertainties ng pandemic. So it was a long, difficult combination kasi ang PFA itself ay pag tiningnan mo, wala siya talagang skill set na paano, o sige, when you link niyan, paano natin ito i-operationalize on the ground, ang skill set na ito. Kaya ito, ginawan ng modelo sa araw na ito. Ang combination nito, actually, sa trauma resiliency model ng mental health component at ang combination ng PFA. So, para sa umagang ito, ito ay nais namin ibahagi at sana kahit paano habang kinukwento namin ito, maaari kayong maglagay. Kung may maisip kayong katanungan, pwede nyo ilagay sa chat box at mamayang pag-open forum, balikan natin. Kasi magandang habang nakikipag-usap tayo sa isa't isa, ay kung ano man yung naisip nyo at biglang sumibol sa inyong isipan ng mga katanungan, magandang isulat. Yan, sige. So, ang orientation pong ito, ang buong orientation nito ay kinocompose ng pag ito ay talagang full implementation ay 3 araw. So ngayong umaga, bibigyan namin kayo ng isang overview, no, at for information at at later on kung ma-identify natin na ito pa ay mas malalim na pangangailangan, then we could go another series of full training. So mental health wellness, ang base ng aming kabuuan ng mental health, no, ay ang strengths-based framework. Ang strengths-based framework ang siyang pinaka-foundation of all the things that we do, no, in the context of mental health, no. So let's take a wellness bingo this morning. Ayan. So tingnan natin, kanina maganda yung nakikita natin, ang daming mga definition or identification, no, kung ano nga ba ang mental health bawat isa. So ngayong umaga, tingnan natin yung wellness bingo. Lately, yan, in the last 3 days, yan. Have you practiced any of this? So, tingnan mo lang ilan dyan at ilagay natin sa chat box kung ilan dyan ang ating nagawa na nitong nakaraang linggo. Okay? 20 ito, activities. Okay? How many of this have we actually practiced? Yan. Okay, yan. Did a hobby. Very good. Okay. Yan. Sige lang. Sulat lang natin para alam natin. Almost all. Very good si RJ. Gagawin nating ambassador of mental wellness si RJ. Very good, very good. Talk to a friend, treated myself. Deserve ko to, gusto ko yan. Totoo yan. Deserve natin yan. 14 out of 20. Excellent. Good job done. Move my body joyfully. Very good. Yeah, sige. So, had fun, took a break. Very good, very good. Sige. Meron pa? Nag-toothbrush po. Very good yan, Robbie. Promise. Oo, kasi hindi lahat may kakayahan gumawa niyan, lalo pag umaga. 10 out of 25, very good. Use a coping skill. Yes, very good. Okay. So when we look at the coping skills, all of this we try to do every single day. Tama po ba? So may mga panahon na kapag tayo ay on a plateau scale, neutral scale, we have all the time to be able to do, no? Eat food, drink water, yung 7 to 9 hours of sleep, di ba? Pag weekend, ito ay isang parang pinaka-blessing sa lahat because we don't normally have that number of hours, no? Went outside, move our body. So it's about the many simple things that we do, no? To be able to take care of ourselves. And this matters, no? Sabi kanina, nag-toothbrush ako, that matters. Kasi that compounds to the concept of self-care, no? Kahit yung naghilamos ka ng umaga, that is self-care, you know? So, importante na sa araw-araw natin, na existence, ika nga. Marami tayong mga ginagawang unti-unting mga bagay-bagay na sometimes you tend to forget that we're actually doing it for self-care. So it's time to retrospect na ano nga ba yung ginagawa natin, lalo na kapag tayo ay nasa isang kondisyon na hindi kaaya-aya. Sabi nga kanina na nakikinig ako ng opening spiel, no? Maraming umaapekto sa atin araw-araw. The everyday things. Trivial man sa iba yan, maliit man sa iba yan, pero nakaka-impact, no, sa ating everyday living. And sometimes it disturbs us. And sometimes we think about it, and it impacts the way we think and how we feel and how we relate to others and carry ourselves. Okay? So, ang sabi natin, when we speak, okay, of mental being, wellness being, or wellness being, sabi natin dito, kung may top 3 kang ginawa, di ba? Ginagawa mo ba ito on a daily basis, every day, minsan sa isang buwan, at bakit mo ginagawa ito? Para saan? Parang yung commercial, di ba? Para kanino ka nagigising sa umaga? Para kanino ang mga trabahong ginagawa? So in other words, when we do the wellness practices, no, how often do you do it? How often do you make sure that there are things that you do for your wellness and well-being every single day? So we count the things that we do. So be mindful in terms of what I've done. Ito hindi limitado sa binggong ito, ha, maaari. But it's very important to start the habit of being mindful. What did I do for myself today? It's not being selfish, but it's means of saying, I need to take care also of myself. Diba? We also said that the onset of COVID pandemic back in 2020, recovering pa rin tayo eh. Kasi nung 2020 hanggang sabihin na natin na end of 22 when vaccines were created, it was the biggest struggle for everyone. Kasi bakit? Mula sa being social beings, no? Bigla tayo naputulan ng parang, ang favorite ko dyan, tatawanan kami dati ni Doc Mitch octopus eh. Di ba? Pag mag-octopus ka, marami kang mga kamay. So pag marami kang mga kamay, marami kang pwedeng humawak sa'yo to stabilize. And those are in what form? Your friends, no, your schoolmates, your org mates, no, faculty, maaaring mga family member, magulang, kapatid, best friend, etc. So marami tayong social arm, no, in the context of providing us a net of mental health wellness. Yung in layman terms, sa ating pakikipag-usap, the narrative, no? The narrative that we say, yung kwento, that's very therapeutic already. Yung makinig tayo, pansin niyo, pag nakikinig tayo sa bawat isa, even if walang kinontribute sa usapan, no, ang lakas ng pagbibigay ginhawa, yung konsepto ng ginhawa. Bakit? Kasi nagkaroon ka ng safe space to unload. No? Unload. So, importante. The COVID pandemic, kaya hindi maganda yung physical distancing eh, diba? Na sinasabi. It might be another term in terms of social distancing. Physical distancing lang. Hindi social distancing because marami naman pamamaraan. So the COVID-19 up to now, no, have an impact on us. Bakit nagta-transition? Some of us are into a mode na ang hirap uling ibalik from the time that we created the isolation pact, no, you can't go out. Ang time ngayon na kailangan na bumalik uli, iba na rin ang rhythm. So some of the fatigue, the physical burn, lalo na pag those who are in the 4th year level also naranasan from first year, no, hanggang ngayon. Maraming impact ito sa ating mental health that we have to, or one or the other, try to address. No? Now, hindi lamang ito limitado ng COVID-19. Sunod-sunod, no, yung mga nakaraan from Pepito, from the other typhoon, no. Ang devastation, no. Maaaring ang UPLB nakita namin at ang damage, no, to the property. Pagkatapos ay syempre apektado ang mga klase, ang mga dorms, no, ang mga estudyante, pati faculty, pati lahat ng administration. And this has an impact on our life. I hope this as no trigger, no, to anybody. And if there is, after the training, you can just reach out to us so we can discuss further. So marami yan, earthquake, typhoon, calamities, no, all over. At hindi pa nga nakakabangon, ito na naman. So it implants in our mind na sandali, no? These are the devastations, no? Kung tayo dito sa Manila, hindi hardest hit, nakikita natin sa iba't ibang lugar, no? Sa Baños, Laguna, lalo na ang norte ngayon, ano? Ay napakarami, no, na naapektuhan nito. And this caused a lot of anxiety also, you know, concerns for others na kamusta sila? Ang layo niyan, paano tayo makakatulong? No? Paano natin maiibsan? And looking at all the vulnerable sector, the women, the children, the elderly. No? Now, the community environment, kapag titingnan natin ang mental health wellness, hindi lamang ito nakapaimbulog doon sa kaisipan ng bawat isa. Dahil we are all part of a community. And therefore, what impacts us, impacts the community, and vice versa. So sabi natin, all of those symptoms in terms of community trauma, no? Not only generated by the calamities, but also on the socio-political, economic schemes. No? Kanina minention ni Doc Winnie, ayan, nanalo si Trump. No? Paano kaya ang Pilipinas nito? Dahil alam naman natin ang relasyon, no? O kaya ang kanyang mga stance. So, what will happen? It's economic. So, it's high time the Philippine government now looks into a lot of things na ginagawa naman. Pero sabi natin, puspusan pa. No? Pangangailangan ng pagtingnan. Bakit? In the symptoms ng community trauma, in the community, huwag na tayong lumayo sa ating mga campuses, sa ating nearby community that we serve. There are equitable opportunities supposedly, no, for economic and educational environment. Pero pag umiikot tayo, marami tayong nakikitang intergenerational poverty. Just the other day, I was speaking to Jake in regards to street dwelling. Sabi ko, paano natin ito marirespondihan? Systemic eh, no? It cannot be on a dole-out basis. Tapos, how can we reach out? Talagang ano ito? Total advocacy campaign, because these are intergenerational poverty that if we do not address, patuloy itong lumalalim at nakakaapekto ng bawat isa, pati na ng lipunan. Long-term unemployment, you know, maraming mga kumpanya ngayon, I believe, is starting to close down because of the survival rate, no, economically, no? At ito'y isang napakalaking hamon, no? Dahil kung ang inaasahan lamang ng isang pamilya ay ang trabaho ni tatay o ni nanay, no? Kapag nawalan ng employment, what would now impact the social? So these are things that affects the community mental health, no? Relocation of businesses and jobs. Minsan sabihin na, dito saturated na because here, dito sa Manila, mataas ang per diem, per diem tuloy, yung per daily income ng tao. Then let's go to a rural area, kung manufacturing yan, and the cost of labor is low. So what would happen in between the people who are aligning or expecting something from the work? Limited employment and disinvestment. These are all the challenges when we want to put up an equitable opportunity economically and educationally. Also, place, physical built environment. We have so much deterioration in the environment right now. Typhoon after that, typhoon. And it becomes often very dangerous, lalo na yung mga tinamaan ng mga matitinding bagyo, the physical built ng everything. At ito'y nagiging hindi kaaya-aya sa lahat kasi anytime, any soon, isip mo sandali, baka hindi pa ito safe tong building na to, no? And you're there occupying it. So, may agam-agam, no? And that affects your daily way of thinking and mental health. No? Unhealthy products at hand. So, kasi because of the typhoon washed out everything, ang lagi nga namin sinasabi, kapag nagda-donation drive tayo, huwag naman tayo puro noodles. No? Maaaring bagay-bagay na pwede nating ibigay sapagkat totoo na iibsan natin ang gutom, no? Pero minsan pag yun na lang ng yun, it now post, you know, a physical deterioration, lalong-lalo na sa mga bata, mga buntis na nanay, no, sa mga elderly natin. And people, the social economic environment, no? It disconnects, damage social relationship and social network. Nung araw, and I think Doc Queenie would agree, no? When we call for a drive in Pahinungod, ang bilis rumisponde. No? Hindi, wala pang isang oras na nakapost ang drive na yan, marami na. No? Ngayon, marami po, may bumibigay pa rin, kaya lang hindi kasing bilis o kasing dami. Sapagkat all our donors, isa, mula nung pandemya, may donors fatigue na. No? Pangalawa, nangangailangan din kasi tinamaan din, one way or the other. So right now, it's coming to a point that we have to be innovative, no, and be able to provide people with the needs that they need in a very creative way, no. Kasi mahirap dahil ang impact ng COVID-19 in disconnectedness in social relationships, no. Like for example, sa amin, ang nanay ko, hindi ko nabisita yan. 2 years, no? Kasi nga, natatakot kami na pag bumisita ka, alam mo yun, ikaw pa yung mag-cause, magdala ng COVID, magkaroon pa ng problema. So, impact yan ng, kumbaga, remnants, no, of the COVID-19, and specifically, more than ever, compounded by what is happening right now. Not only the physical environment, matindi dito po political, socio-economic, political concept, no, ng Pilipinas. Okay? Mental well-being is defined to be sadness and anxiety, normal emotions to. So oftentimes we feel sad, it's okay. Oftentimes we feel a bit anxious about something, we can't sleep, we have a deadline to meet. That is okay. This is healthy. Lahat tayo meron yan. Okay? Because the sadness and anxiety, this emotion alerts us and protects us and cause us to act. For example, kunyari, medyo tinamaan ka ng sipon. The physical onset of sipon, babahing-bahing ka na. So this becomes now a trigger. A trigger na sandali. Maaaring in a very soonest time, magkasipon ako. So what do? Dalawa yan. You either can just say, sit it out, you know, daloy din yan, o preventive ka na, inom ka na ng vitamin C, inom ka na ng maraming tubig, kalamansi, etc. So, the normal sadness and anxiety, emotions, normal sa atin yan. No? What is unhealthy though is when these feelings become excessive. Sobra-sobra na. Yung pag-iisip mo, isang buwan ka nang hindi nakakatulog ng maayos dahil yun at yun ang iniisip mo. Irrational ka na, no? Minsan wala na yung iyong cognitive, no, capacity to be objective, no? Lagi nasa na emotional level na, it's not the right and wrong, hindi na kung ano lang yung sumulpot sa isip mo, tama o mali, pinupush mo, no? Kasi nandun ka sa konteksto na gulong-gulo ka, no? Ongoing ito in terms of sadness, no? It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks that you cannot pinpoint why. There are sadness that you feel, you know the source, alam mo yon. Pero minsan yung excessive sadness na gigising ka sa umaga, hindi mo alam bakit, pero ang lungkot-lungkot mo. And if that has been ongoing for several weeks, no, it's very important to seek help and talk about it. Distress ka and it interferes the everyday life. So in other words, when we speak of mental, emotional well-being, kanina maganda, no? Dahil from the beginning, you try to identify, ano nga ba ang mental health, no? Sa iyo. So may perseverance, maganda, the coping mechanisms that you use. Tama yon. Paano mo tinitake care ang sarili mo? Because in any everyday life, with or without the calamity, with or without the challenge of the international wars that is going on, ano? Normal sa atin na makaramdam. Because kung napanood niyo yung Inside Out 1 and 2, all emotions are legit emotions. Bakit legit? Legitimate mo to dahil atin ito. Kaya lang may kultura kasi tayo na hindi natin binibigyang puwang, no? Magpakita ng sadness, frustration, anger, jealousy, because we tag it, you know, as bad emotions, no? Normal yun eh. Di ba? Minsan may nakita ka, uy, ang ganda na masarap naman ng kinakain niya. Sana all, kaya lang yung budget ko, ito lang, hindi ko kaya yung samyup. Okay? It's normal. But what is abnormal there? It's not unhealthy there. Is it become too excessive na hindi ka na makamove on at yun na lang. Okay? So sabi natin, all emotions are legit. Ang kailangan lang natin is to acknowledge and how you express those emotions in a healthy way. Pwede ka namang magalit eh. Galit ako. Di ba? Wala kang paalam, kinuha mo yung aking milk tea, ininom mo, di syempre nakakagalit kasi yun na lang ang budget ko. It's okay to be angry, but the manner of expressing the anger is what will define whether that anger is healthy or unhealthy. Okay? Pag sinabihan mo, uy, ininom mo yan, baka naman pwede mong palitan yan. As against, bigla mo ng silent treatment at dinamdam mo na hindi ka nagsalita, hindi rin niya alam bakit nagagalit ka, ikaw ngayon ang pinarurusahan mo. Okay? So, everything about person's emotions are legit. When my kids were smaller, syempre, hindi tatlo yan di ba? Hindi mo maiwasan talagang may yan may triangulation ng kampihan yan. And sometimes, yung bunso would always cry, binubuli daw sila nung dalawa kasi minsan ayaw niya, minsan kakainin. Kunyari, may pie siya, gusto niya yung dulo yung sa kanya para yung crust. Uunahan siya. So we have to sit down. Sabi ko, it's okay, cry it out. And then what do you do after? I need to tell them. I need to tell them that's not okay because that's my pie on my plate and they took it. Okay? So pag humupa na, usap kami. Sabi namin, it's as simple as a pie, but it's about your right because that is for you, you kept it for yourself. So parang kung hindi man natin ma-share, kailangan natin pag-usapan. So I think it's a matter of how we process all those emotions. Okay? Now, how am I focusing my attention? Ito during the pandemic, but this can also apply right now, given the many challenges we encounter. Some people, when confronted with stress, chaos, problems, they are on the red zone. So ano yung red zone? Totally paralyzed in terms of coping. In other words, talagang hindi makakope in any situation. So negative thoughts keep recurring, paulit-ulit. And pag napapansin mo to pag kinukwento sa iba, paulit-ulit yung damdamin. 3 weeks ago na yung ganap, pero very fresh pa rin sa kanya hanggang ngayon. That has impacted the person, no? Emails, posts on social media out of fear. So why are we posting? Ngayon kasi minsan challenge din sobra ang masyadong social media. We put so much good things that sometimes it affects other people na may challenges din, no? Pero hindi mo rin man masisi kung anong pinopost ng iba. That's the right to post, no? And then complain and seek to blame others. In other words, when bad things happen or, challenges happen, the first repercussion is, sino ba may kasalanan nito? Kasi ikaw kasi. So walang introspect na sandali. Reflexive ng konti. Ano ba nangyari? It's more of an automatic blaming of others. No? And then, overconsume, no? Sometimes, hindi lang ito news and media, games. Games. Really games. Right now, because of the pandemic, a lot of young people, older people, mid people, had to find ways to fill up the day kasi hindi ka makalabas di ba? So the games now become, an alternative, no, to keeping themselves busy. But there comes to a point na hindi na ma-disconnect. I know people, there was one who was called and was seeking help, no? Hindi na maka-function yung bata kasi papasok siya, tulog siya sa klase. Pagdating ng gabi, kakain ng hapunan, gising na gising yan buong magdamag. Ito yung nakikita nyo minsan doon sa mga TikTok ninyo, di ba? Kala natin hindi totoo. Maraming ganon na pag dinisconnect mo, talaga nagwawala because it becomes a very big part of their coping mechanism. They cannot face the external challenges, so they have to cope on that phase. Having trouble sleeping, seek control people and events to feel safer. In other words, sa konsepto kasi ng psikolohiya, may mga bagay-bagay na kaya mong i-control at mga bagay-bagay na kailangan mong tanggapin na hindi mo controlled beyond and outside the scope of your control pattern. The only thing we are very sure of to be able to control is how we respond, how we view things, how we choose to respond. But any other peripheral, no matter how structured, sometimes hindi ito lahat, no? And what do you do pag hindi na control lahat yan? You have two options. Other people would sulk, try to blame others and stuff like that. Or, sige, ano bang nagkamali? Move forward. So people in the red zone oftentimes are filled with too much trouble they cannot process. And these are people that really, really needs to be referred. You really need to reach out, no? So that you can start to process. Because what we intend to do is to bring you to the um, lavender fields, di ba? Nanonood ba kayo nun? Lavender fields, okay. The midsection here is from this chaos red portion of the red fields. The lavender fields is when you seek assistance, when you process, it would now be able to help you understand, okay, what is going on. Because number one yan in any mental health, psychoeducational. You have to understand what's going on inside your head, inside your heart, that is affecting your well-being, so that you will be able to find alternative coping mechanism that actually works. Dahil from our existence, marami na tayong coping mechanisms that we use all throughout our lifetime. Maaring maliit na challenges to big challenges, but there are coping mechanisms that we've actually worked on that aspect. So that when you do process that, okay, PFA for emergency or kaya pagka sobrang you need to have professional help. Because what we intend is from the danger zone of red is to go to the lavender fields, no? Identify yung resources mo, able to track that resources. You're attuned to your body. You know when your body is triggering and telling you, sandali, this is not okay. Yung mga sensation ng mga twitching ng eyes, for example, sobrang headache. Sometimes we do Band-Aid solution. Drink so much of the medicine and power drink na, which is doing you more harm than help. No? So identify sensation connected to emotions and thoughts. One of the things that is being taught in the community resiliency model is to be able to identify the body sensation. Yung body sensation na yan, again, parallelism nito, parang ikay, kunyari, magkakasakit. No? Alam mo yung physical symptoms, diba? Ako, pagka ganyan, umiinit yung tenga ko. Tapos, nagsa-start yung running nose, no? 2 days before the onset. Sign na yon. So, in other words, if you know the sign, you know your body, and it's telling you, sandali, my mental well-being is not okay, then you can now do something and be able to help you out. And this is where PFA comes in. If in high-low zone na sinasabi natin, marami kang pwedeng gawing coping mechanism. Later we'll do that. Identifying distress sensation, okay? One of the things that is connected to identifying your sensation, the physical sensation, what your body is telling you, is that you can also know when the distressing sensation comes, and you can start to shift, no? And move to another sensation to shift your gear so that it will not go down on the negative path. Okay? And calming gesture. Yung self-calming gesture, very important, di ba? Ako, mahilig ako ng calming gesture. So, ibig sabihin, when I talk, I use my hands a lot. I do a lot of expression because, in a way, it prevents me from overspilling also, di ba? And then talking too much. Yun yata medyo hindi makontrol. And lastly, when PFA comes, we hope, no, that we will go to the blue zone, wherein kahit papano, your social functioning goes back to its normal phase, your empathic and concerns, you are now bringing beyond yourself, you are able to now extend your concerns to others. Remember that people on the red zone, it's not their fault, okay? If they are in that zone, that they cannot think of others. Kasi minsan, bakit parang sarili mo lang iniintindi? Unawain natin. Kasi hindi pa makaalpas doon sa personal. And it's not being selfish. Okay? It's not about being selfish. It's just that nandun sa zone yung tao. Kailangan nating tulungan, gabayan, para makaalis siya doon at makapunta naman doon sa next step. Okay? Now, you often say in psychology, fight or flight. Okay? Pero may isang modality na most often hindi nakikita. Ito yung freeze zone. So sabi natin, what's really going on when something happens? No, our brain are really wired. At ang learning thinking brain natin, when we are calm, gumagana yan. Everything you learned about PFA, everything you learned about DRRM, when you're calm and when the situation hits, okay, you will be able to apply those learnings. However, if your brain starts to feel na sandali, no? Hindi yata ito kalmado, erratic. No? Imagine a compass na erratic, may magnetic field, and it does not give you any direction. That is what's happening to our brain when we are overly tired, we're overly anxious, we're overly emotional. The tendency is our internal compass, which is a function of the thinking brain, prefrontal concept, cannot function. So what takes place? Itong limbic system natin. Si limbic yan, ang ibig sabihin yan, survival brain natin yan. Nagte-take over. Bakit siya lower brain function? Dahil ang mantra lang niya sa buhay at ang awitin niya sa buhay ay I will survive. Ay, mahirap tong ganito kung walang joke, walang response. I will survive. Bakit? It doesn't matter whether the coping mechanism is negative or positive. Ang iisipin ni limbic, magte-take over yan, sabihin, kailangan kong mag-survive nito. A classic example of this, research will tell you, sa mga fire in buildings, malalaking mga sunog. There's a big number or portion there that dies from building fires, not because they got burned, but because they jumped out of the building. Some very few, kung mababa yung floor, na nakasurvive but paralyzed, would say, now, why did you do that? It's not about trying to hurt themselves, but because at that point in time, their brains told them, uy, nasa 6th floor ako, kaya kong talunin ito. Looks okay. Because the thinking brain doesn't work anymore. All right? So that's the danger. And sometimes these are when things happen, when we're overwhelmed with so much that's going on. Sometimes you tend to isolate. Sometimes people now look into harming themselves, because at the end of the day, wala nang maisip. So what we're trying to promote in mental wellness is that we have to be able to know the trigger when the thinking brain is overwhelmed so that we can now remain calm so that the limbic system will not take over. Okay? Hindi lamang Wi-Fi ang disconnect, di ba? Pag nagko-computer ka. Pag ang internet mo biglang nag-disconnect, okay? Everything that you've downloaded, di ba? Yun ang parallelism niyan eh. Everything you downloaded, everything that you're working on, pag hindi ka nakasave, lost. Wala. Ganun yan. When your brain is in so much chaos, and again, let me express, iba-iba tayo ng coping. May iba sabihin, yun lang naman ang problema, bakit na-overwhelm? Iba yung realidad niya. Iba yung coping skills niya. Iba yung social environment niya. So we have to understand when people share something to us, for them that might be a big thing, for you it's not. Wag mong basagin, because our role is to be able to have a safe space. People can talk. Yun ang naging problema eh. While mental health concerns rise, there's no safe space, Popost ka ng media, happy ka, may magbabash sa'yo. Walang basagan ng trip. Okay? So, the safe space is what we try to do. Ang vision nga sa Pahinungo Diliman is there will come a point that our PSP program, the psychological support, 10 years from now or so, will no longer be needed. Bakit? Ang long vision niyan is because everybody in the community is part of the safe space, providing support to others. Now, mental health includes our emotional, again, psychological, and social being. Apektado yan. Paano tayo mag-isip? Paano tayo makaramdam? At paano natin to itinatranslate sa isang behavior that we see. Oftentimes, when we talk of that, sa field namin, sa social work, we say that the behavior is not the problem. The behavior is a consequence of a deeply rooted problem at manifestation lang ito at expression. For example, we work in many ways. Tinuturo namin din itong community resilience, CICL, sa rehabilitation, At ang lagi namin sinasabi, kapag ang focus lang natin ay tutukan yung behavior, ay nako, nag-deviant behavior yan, ganyan. Band-aid solution yun, because the expression of the behavior is in the mind of the person the only way to express it. So our role there is to sabi nga natin, all emotions are legitimate. The only difference is how do we choose to express, no? So we choose a way na, okay, galit ka, nabwisit ka, etc. But how do you now express that? Express your anger in a way that you don't hurt other people or yourself. So in many, many areas, bibili sila, alam niyo yung parang punching bag, punching room ang tawag nila doon. Na pag ikaw ay frustrated, pasok ka doon, gloves ka, no? Mag-boxing ka para yung agitation mo lumabas. That's very important. At after a while, there's, pagkatapos no, na-express na yan, na ilabas na yan, malaking ginhawa. Because most of the issues we have, having anxiousness and all of the emotions that we feel, hindi kasi natin mailabas. No? And one way of PFA, later on, Doc Mitch will tell you about, is how we do it in a way that we provide the safe space for the person to unload. No? And be able to express those in behavioral context that will not be harmful to the person nor to the others. Okay? So, importante ito kasi ito yung magtuturo sa atin how to handle stress, relate to others, and very important, make healthy choices. Okay? Now, very important that people need to know, no? Sabi nga natin, I wish people knew that mental health is also physical. Nakikita ito, nararamdaman. Kaya nga, di ba? Kung ikaw ay may mardalas, ha? Normal lang naman sa atin once in a while, may headache. No? Pero kung madalas nakakaramdam ka ng headache, no? Tapos minsan yung sore fingers, meron yun na parang kinangat-ngat na yung, naubos na yung tawag nito, naubos na yung kuko sa kakangat-ngat. No? Heart palpitation, di ka naman uminom ng kape, pero madalas bigla na lang may papalpitate yung puso mo. No? Biglang all of a sudden, hindi mo naman pero nagka-cramps ka. You don't know, hindi ka naman acidic, hindi ka naman may gastro, but then you feel cramp, no? Upset tummy all the time, no? Fatigue and exhaustion. Natulog ka naman. Pero pagising mo, parang pagod na pagod ka pa rin. And then sensory overload, meaning to say, kaya minsan nabubwisis, sandali, ingay kasi too sensitive already. No? Sounds, visual, no? etc. Painful jaw, no? And teeth dito. Tapos ito, number 1, pakikuha ang inyong mga daliri, ang mga kamay. Pakihaplos nga yung dito sa shoulder nga. Sige nga, gawin nyo yan. Ayan. Okay? Pwede na nating pang palo-palo sa labada. Rock solid 10 soldiers. Ito ang kadalasan ng source no, ng ating mga headaches, anxieties, etc. And then, you sweat a lot. You don't know why. So these are some of the symptoms that is manifesting. And if you don't know it and hindi mo ka-aware, you time to tend it. Headache, inom ka lang na inom ng gamot. No? Sore finger, sige, pagtubo, kagat uli. Okay? Pag heart palpitation, akala mo sa coffee, tigil mo, pero still continue. So in other words, if you are not conscious that this might be an indicator that your body is telling you, no? That depende sa level ng mental health, that it's telling you, sandali, I'm not feeling okay. Then tendency, puro band-aid solution din ang gagawin mo. Okay? So very important that we also recognize the physical symptoms brought about by mental health. And we should, number 1, attest to it. So umpisa, ang ginagawa namin dyan, punta muna ng medical doctor to make sure that there are no medical concerns. Importante yun eh. Kasi kung walang medical concerns, di ba, kaya may psychosomatic na sinatabi, no? Cleared ka lahat medically, but then you feel the symptoms, then it might be a time now to seek professional help in terms of managing the mental health, to talk about it, to express it, and try to come up with a healthy coping mechanisms that would help you. Okay? Now, very important, sabi natin, the mental health continuum. Dalawa yan, good well-being and poor well-being. There are people who have mental health diagnosis, but it's okay. They're coping well and enjoying life. They have medication, they have talk therapy, they have supportive families. Kasi sometimes, yung environment is very, very important. No? Minsan kasi a lot ng toxicity comes from the environment. So it's very important that even if you have a mental health diagnosis, it doesn't mean you cannot have a healthy mental health. No, it's a wrong misconception because there are many people who have diagnosis, bipolar, mga may mga schizophrenia, but if it's under control, then they can heal, live a certain normal, healthy life. Yan. Pero meron din namang iba na may mental health diagnosis but not coping and not happy. Specifically right now, the cost of psychiatric evaluation, psychiatric medicine, talk therapy, medyo may kataasan. So minsan, between buying your family's food to buying your medicine for your mental health, you opt to buy food. So minsan, may mga condition, no, na hindi na tutulungan dahil kakulangan economically, financially. No? Now, there are people who have no diagnosis and enjoying life. Social functioning is okay. Every now and then you feel anxious, you feel, a certain anger, it's okay. But there are those people that does not have any diagnosis, but not are not coping and not happy. This is where we moved in as psychological support personnel or volunteers, no? Kasi pag may diagnosis yan, we leave it to the professionals to do it because there are intricacies in terms of medical, no? Pero while they're doing medical, we have worked with many people before na strengthening their skill in developing, identifying positive coping mechanism. So, in other words, ibig sabihin, kay may diagnosis or wala, people can have a healthy mental health status. It's all about having the right mindset, support system, no, and other peripheral resources available that would provide a safe space for us. Okay? Now, good mental health, sabi natin, in other words, despite the challenges, no, will have the capacity to adapt to life and to what happens to you. You feel sad right now, pero okay, sad ka, tapos mamaya, sandali, kailan may deadline, no? You can go back. Parang sasakyan yan eh. Pag good mental health would say, minsan, di ba, ang sasakyan pumapalya, minsan pagka matagal, no, na hindi nagamit, pag sinwitch mo yung engine, minsan, parang ayaw tumuloy. Pero, after several tries, uminit yung makina, that could now run. Ganon din. No? Good mental health, it doesn't mean you feel stressed, you feel anxious, you feel sad over a period of time, may problema ka na sa mental health. These are normal things that happen to us. No? And one indicator that would tell us these normal things that when you can easily shift back. No? May mga araw, di ba, pag naalala mo, may iniiyakan ka. Pero kung kaya mong mag-shift back, that's an indicator that you still have a good mental health. No? You can feel good and bad feelings all together. May goodness, may times na medyo hindi maano sa damdamin, pero may mga pagkakataong okay naman. Natututo ka, you get along with others, whether at home or school. So, ibig sabihin, kaya mong balansihin. And that's a sign of good mental health. No? Our mental health affects, sabi natin. If on the other hand, you can, how does it manifest in our daily life? Okay? In how we feel. Paano tayo makaramdam? Are we always on the very high, intense emotional things when we hear people talk about you? It affects how we think, no? And therefore, if we feel, we think, it affects the behavior. No? How we project ourselves, how we behave, no? And then, how we handle stress. Compounded yan. Kanina, if you look at the brain, okay, ibig sabihin lang nun na may pagkakataon na kapag tayo ay in so much stress, di ba? Lalo na pag sinasabi nila na, ayan na, Hell Week na. Ako nga hindi ko tawag na Hell Week yun eh. Bakit hindi Hell Week yun? Sabi ko, Miracle Week nga yan. Sabi sa mga estudyante ko, bakit Miracle Week, ma'am? Ang dami-dami ginawa. Abay, imagine mo, kasi kami pag fourth year practicum, nasa field sila. Imagine mo, yung hindi mo ginawa ng buong semestre, 3 buwan, for example. Nagagawa mo ng 1 linggo, o di ba? Ano pa yun? Miracle yun, parang, di ba? So, in other words, it's how you perceive it. So, minsan tatawa na lang. O nga, no? Di ba? So, sometimes the way we label things will impact the way we feel. Kaya nga sabi ko, kailangan tanggalin na yung Hell Week na tawag dyan eh. It shouldn't be because it's borrowing deeply into our brain cell, lalo na mga estudyante na, oy, eto na naman ang hell. No. This is now resiliency. Huwag mong i-overbook ang resilience, but it's now the capacity to be able to show what you're made of, di ba? So it also affects the way we relate to others. There are people who have sufferings, no, quietly, all of a sudden, isolate themselves. So very important to reach out. May kaibigan ka, 2 weeks na, hindi nagpaparamdam. The simple thing we do, no, we reach out. A simple text message. Uy, saan ka na? Kamusta ka? That makes a lot of difference because from the isolation, papasok yung message mo, unti-unti, kahit hindi ka sagutin yan, unti-unti penetrate, uy, sandali, meron palang from the outside world, sa kanyang bubble, sa kanyang brain na ready to be there. And therefore, it also, in a way, affects the choices. So people may have problems with mental health, but the good news is there are many help right now. No? Maraming pagkakataon. It's a matter of identifying, knowing, identifying, no, and being able to reach out. No? Now, signs of poor mental health. No? So sabi natin, ano ba yung indicators? What am I looking for if I need to reach out? Sometimes, you're eating or sleeping too much. No? Minsan, di ba, mag-binge eating. No? Ang comfort niya is eating. So tendency is, kain ka ng kain, hindi mo alam. Pag nasa-stress, obserbahan mo, kailan ka ba nag-i-increase yung pagkain mo na sobra-sobra lang. Busog ka naman pero sige lang ng sige. No? And then dun portion na when you sleep too much, no? And then pulling away from people and the usual activities. No? So in other words, kung dati okay ka every Friday yan, may fishball day kayo ng barkadahan, all of a sudden, 3-4 weeks na, hindi ka nagjo-join. No? Was having low energy or no energy at all. No? Very, very common yan. Kasi parang your physical body is telling you, sandali, I'm overload. Ayan, yun ang sinasabi niyan. So in other words, kung overload ka na, what do you do to hijack that so that you can now prevent it from spiraling down? Meron din pagkakataon we feel numb, no? As if nothing matters. No? Hayaan mo na yan. And kadalasan ito, no? Pagkaano, minsan, i-drop ko na, pointless na ito. Kaya, disengage na ako sa mga kaibigan ko to, hindi na. And then, very critical of all is yung feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. Na parang, I'm beyond help. And this is where the red flag comes in. No? Pag nakaramdam na ng helplessness, hopeless, wala na eh. Wala na talaga, hindi na kahit anong aspeto tiningnan mo, nasa red flag that we need to refer that person to professional help because pag umabot ka dun sa hopelessness, nothing you do and you think, no, sa isip lang at that moment in time, nothing you do would matter. So what's the point? So this is where you really, really have to be alert, and then we need to help and refer to professionals so that the person can be helped immediately. No? Feeling unusually confused, forgetful, edgy, angry for no reasons at all. No? Minsan may mga pagkakataon na minsan when I do family therapy, minsan lagi nilang kinocomplain si nanay. Kasi si nanay ganito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Lagi na lang naninigaw, lagi na lang ganyan. Anong time of, the month that, hindi yun sa ano niya, kasi 50 plus na si nanay. So it's not about the monthly period. So anong time yan? Pagkabigay po ng sweldo ni tatay. Bakit kaya? Pag tinanong mo si nanay, hirap na hirap siya, paano pagkasyahin yung sweldo ni tatay? So yung stress niya is overwhelming. You have the family of 5. No? With 5,000 pesos for a whole month. May baon pa yan. So sa isip ni nanay, paano ko ito pagkakasyahin? So technically yan na. Sigaw dito, sigaw diyan. So sometimes the anger that is not really process, may pinagmumulan. Unless na lang yung talaga ang behavior pattern ng tao. But oftentimes, these are manifestations and I'm overwhelmed. Hindi ko na kaya. So, if you are helping the family, then let's sit down. So, magkano bang budget natin? So, kung budget natin ganito, ano ba yung pinagkakagastusan? Ano ba sa pamilya ang pupwede nating tingnan paano makatipid para mapag-abot mo yung 2 PC at maitali? Diba? Kasi hindi naman po pwede yung kasabihan na pag maikli yung kumot, lagi kang mamuluktot, magkakaroon ka ng arthritis niyan. May certain circumstances that when you do that, may mga pagkakataong kailangan. Pero if it becomes a way of life, then it becomes now an impact to the mental health of nanay. So how do you resolve that? Create a safe space so that the family can work together. Now, worst thing to say when someone's trauma has been triggered. Eto to. Minsan we mean well. Yan ang sinasabi ko. But sometimes there's a principle in mental health and PFA, do no harm. Okay? So what are the things you avoid? Number one, huwag mo sasabing overacting ka naman dyan eh. Okay? Pangalawa, ay tagal na nun. Move on. Diba? Pangatlo, lighten up. It's not that bad. Okay? Naku, sira ulo mo kasi, pinatulan mo yun. Nasa isip mo lang yan. It's all in the mind. Okay. Masyado ka namang, ano yan. Ako din, alam mo, itong pinaka-common alam mo, ako din, may nangyaring ganyan sa akin. Ito yung, pero hindi mo naman ako ngayon. Tapos nagkwento ka na, so it's all about you. Okay? Pero meaning mo naman nun, gusto mong palakasin yung loob. Kaya lang, sometimes, all of the things that you're saying here, you want to minimize kasi the impact, no? But the point is, nagiging invalidation of the person's emotion. Again, like what I said, people experience emotion very differently from each other. Okay? You might come from a family or group of friends who are very emotional. Okay? And I mean to say, when you talk of something, mula sa puso lagi. May iba naman, when bad things happen, dahil cognitive sa kanila, kalma-kalma, nagagamit yung isip. But when people start to talk to you, when your friends start to tell you about problems, concerns, issues, and stuff like that, the best way is to listen, because we don't know the full context of what's behind it. Your crisis may be different from the crisis of the other person because it's value laden. When we feel crisis, it's about our value system eh. Ano bang naapektuhan sa atin? That's why we're in crisis. That's why it's affecting us. Feeling mo ba na disregard ka? Feeling mo ba binaliwala ka? So these are values because you value yourself, no, as a person. And when you experience certain experiences like that, it affects you. And therefore, that becomes a crisis to you. All right? So, ibig sabihin natin, definition of a person's crisis is very subjective. Which means to say, walang ano yan eh, walang foolproof na sasabihin natin one and the same. No. Because your definition differs from me and for the others. And therefore, when we are reaching out and trying to understand, even in our family, the best to say, to listen. Kasi minsan hindi tayo komportable in being quiet. No? Parang laging may fill in the blanks. Kailangan pag may gap, you have to fill it. Hindi naman tayo radio program. Okay? Sa radio program, bawal ang gap. TV shows, bawal ang gap. It doesn't flow. No? But in real life, it's okay to pause. It's okay to just sit beside your friend while the friend narrates what happened and be there to support the person. There's magic, and a very big thing na nandun ka. Remember when people tell you, they go back and they recover, they would say, the thing that, finally has it is that, uy, salamat for being there. Minsan, di ba, may friend ka, randomly, over a few weeks, natin sa manab sinasabi. And then after naka-recover na ako, sasabihin sa, uy, salamat ha. Wala ka naman sinabi. But the presence itself, is already as a mental health support. So in other words, be okay with being silent, with pausing. You don't have to answer. You don't have to give advice. You don't have to say or assess the situation. Simply be there at the moment, be with the person and support. Okay? Now, in the context of the PFA and mental health that we provide, we are basically hooked on the strengths-based assumption or perspective. Ang assumption na ito, and this is what was the baseline from the online PSP program we started with Doc Mitch from 2020. Ang baseline nito ay people often are doing well, the best they can at difficult times. Even in the most difficult circumstances, people are trying to cope. So there's an innate, kaya nga sabi natin, ingatan natin huwag umabot dun sa hopelessness. Kasi pag nag-hopelessness, we need to refer to professionals kasi ibang level na yon. But as we experience difficulty, may mga stressful times in our lives, kaya pa rin. Kasi at the point of the person, kanina, sinabi, beginning of the program, coping mechanism, mental health is coping, and yes, it's identifying, what you need, identifying what the best coping mechanism for you that works. That also came from your experience. Not from anybody else prescribing you what to do, but meron na yan, coping mechanism. People have survived to this point, certainly not without pain, pero may mga ideas. Sabi nga ni Thomas Edison, I've read his biography, and he said that, I did not fail 10,000 times. It was 10,000 plus that he tried to experiment for the light bulb. Kundi wala tayong ilaw ngayon. I found 10,000 ways that the light bulb won't work because on the 10,001 attempt, he succeeded. Perspective. Okay? So, very classic yung sinasabi na how do you view half full or half empty? Perspective yon. So, your perspective guides you in a way. No? Sabi natin, importante na matukoy mo, ano nga ba yung mga ginawa mong coping in the past, medyo nag-work, medyo hindi, and can you apply it now and experiment? Because there's nothing more powerful and more capacity building for you than to try coping mechanism that you have had in the past, magnified. Sabi natin, change can only happen when one collaborates with other people's aspiration, perspectives, strengths, and believe in them. In other words, when we provide mental health support to a lot of people, wag yung palliative care. Wag yung, di ba minsan pagka mga friends natin nagkukwento, bigay ka ng bigay ng suggestion. Okay lang yun, suggestion. But at the end of the day, balik mo yung bola sa kanya. Ikaw ba? Ano ba sa tingin mo ang maari mong gawin para matapos na yung problema mo? Okay? Ano ba yung nagawa mo? Nangyari ba in the past? Similar experience in the past ba? And in-apply mo yung coping mo and then it worked. Okay? So you find what the perception is, what experiences happen, and therefore believe in them na, kaya mo yan. Subukan natin to ngayon. Kung paano, di ba? So sabihin nyo, overwhelming because with all the devastation now, paano ako makaka-concentrate sa aking pag-aaral dahil lalo na kapag mga family nyo have been affected. No? So, in the past ba, may mga nangyari ba? Dati may ganyan-ganyan. What helped you? Kailangan ko lang malaman everyday ano nangyayari kinanay tatay sa Bicol. Okay? So, how can you do that? Pwede naman sigurong mag-text kung sakasakali. Then you put that in part of your daily routine para before ka mag-start, okay sila, kalmado sila, safe ka, narinig mo yung boses, you can move on with the rest of the day's activity. Okay? Now, there are many categories ng strengths na maaari nating paghugutan, no? Wisdom and knowledge, no? You're being creative, no? Meron akong kakilala na mahilig siya sa pusa. Tapos kaya lang yung pusa hindi pa train, ewan ko ba, ihi ng ihi. So ang ginawa niya mahal yung di ba? Sabi ko ngayon ako nakakita na pusa lalagyan mo ng ng tawag niya ng diaper, mahal-mahal ng diaper. Sabi niya kasi naiiwan sa loob, hindi niya pinalalabas kasi fear niya baka mawala. So ang ginawa niya, alam mo yung mask, hindi ko alam kung paano niya ginawa. Yung ginawa niya, temporary, lagyan na niya ng team para lang hindi kumalat yung ihi. Sabi ko, parang ngayon lang ako nakarinig, kaya lang, nilak kasi niya. Sabi ko, parang hindi na healthy yan. Pero ibig sabihin, that creative way, no? To find ways, kesa naman maubos yung budget niya. So, creative. So many things. Your curiosity, the love of learning, perspective, these are all your strengths in terms of wisdom and knowledge. No? Courage, yan, bravery. Sabi nga nila, courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability that knowing there is fear that you would still want to overcome. Yan ang definition. So, brave ka, honest ka, you have zest for life, humanity. You have love, kindness, no, social intelligence, no. I think commendable for UPOU Student Council by doing this because this is a manifestation of the love for humanity. Bringing together the UPOU community to talk about mental health and how each one can support each other. So, commendation on that. Justice, teamwork, you're a team player, fairness and leadership, temperance, forgiveness, humility, providence, self-regulation is a strength. Self-control is a strength. Okay? Importante yan because the rest of the structure, sabi nga natin, in what you do, matters if you have self-regulation. Okay? And transcendence, appreciation of beauty, excellence, being gratitude, the feeling of gratitude, that we're grateful, hope, humor, and spirituality. is very, very important. Tayo mga Pilipino, very known tayo na kaya hindi mataas, sabi nga nila, ba't hindi mataas ang mental health? Kasi alam mo, may trick ang mga Pinoy eh. Magaling mag-joke and sometimes na ma-manifest doon, 'di ba? Nakaka-survive. Ito yung coping mechanism. No? Parang immediate, pero hindi naman pwede all throughout the life nag-joke. But it helps, on the initial impact when things happen. Okay? Tandaan ko yan ng EDSA Revolution eh. Saan ka nakakita na nagtatangkay, nagkaka-tenseness. Pag nakita ng camera, ando yung mga happy-happy sila. I think it's a way to cope with a very distressing situation, right? So survival questions to identify strength, no? There's a thing in that we teach, no? Yung motivational interviewing, motivational questioning. It's far different from interrogation, okay? So if framing mo lang, okay? Kasi narrative ang nasa isip. So if the person is really on the down negative thoughts, pwede mo yang i-change. You can ask the questions, how have you managed to overcome or face the survive challenges that you faced in the past? No? Ano natutunan mo sa sarili mo in the things around the world? So, I like Oprah Winfrey. Kilala niyo si Oprah Winfrey. Siguro dekada ko na yata ito, the Queenie. No? One of the most powerful women in the field of multimedia. No? And sikat siya in terms of mga very inspirational humanity perspective about life. And there was one interview I've watched a long time ago. And the reporter was asking her, sabi ng reporter, if you had to go back, kasi Oprah's child, she was raped, no? By father and then battered. So if you were to go back in your life, you have the ability to go back, what would you change? Okay. So isip siya. And what would you consider as the biggest mistake that you would correct? Isip si Oprah, sabi niya, with the changes, well, there's so many things I would like to change, but with mistakes, none, because I've never made a mistake in my life. So medyo arrogante ang dating. Kita mo yung facial expression ng interviewer. How can you say that? We're not perfect and everybody makes mistakes. So can you expound that? Sabi ni Oprah, well, things that happen in my life, whether good or bad, I make it a point to pick up the lessons that I can apply to better myself. And if I look at it that way, it's not a mistake. It's a learning opportunity. Yan. So sa atin yun. Madalas ng ating anxiety, we beat ourselves up with the mistakes that we've done. I have one client who was saying na, kasi maaga, marriage na fall apart right now. And sabi niya, kasi ang aga kong nag-asawa, ang damang ganyan. And I was telling you, be kind to your 19-year-old self because at 19 years old, without the support of others, when you got pregnant, you didn't choose to abort the baby. Instead, you decided on the most, logical thing for you at 19. And tapos na yan eh. And if you keep on holding back from those struggles, you will never move forward. You will always blame it on the 19. Kawawa naman si 19 years old self mo. And you're now 53 years old. So now, let go of the 19 years old. Focus on the 53. At 53, you know all the things that's happening. Okay? You have coped with it. How do you now propose to move forward from this? So it's about perspective. It's very important. So even yung question natin pag nag-aano siya, nako friend, ang mga grades ko parang namumulaklak. Siyempre, grades yun. May pumasa ba? Dalawa. O at least may dalawa kang pumasa. I remember my son, a long time ago. 18 na yan. When he was in grade 1 or 2. There was a test he didn't study. And when he came back, that's the first time he had any failure. 73! Nalaglag ako sa upuan ko. Social sciences pa naman, di ba? Mayabang ka pa. Yan naman ang puti ko, tinuturo ko na, bakit ka bumagsak? 73, so I have to be very conscious not to react. Sabi ko, what happened? Mama, kasi I did not study. Kasi the portion there, hindi daw niya inaral. Nakatulog siya. Sabi ko, okay, sige. 73 anak, 2 points na lang, 75. Kaya ba natin yan next exam? Alam mo, I can never forget, his face lit up. Lumiwanag yung mukha niya. Nagulat siya kasi ine-expect niya, magagalit na ako. Pinipigilan ko lang. Pero, at the end of the day, you ask yourself, if you magalit ka, 2 things. Nasira yung araw mo, sinira mo pa yung damdamin ng bata in perspective. So, it's about perspective. It's about perspective. How you view failure, how you view mistake. Is it a learning opportunity? Is it a way to beat yourself up? That is a choice you have to make. Okay? But hopefully, sana, we go to the learning opportunity. So possible questions you ask. What makes you proud about yourself? So may mga group activity kayo, no, na pwede yung simulan sa classroom pag nag-aantay kayo ng faculty, no? What makes you proud about yourself? It can be a pattern and a culture. And it's also a way to affirm, no, other people. Okay? Now, ways to well-being. Maraming pamamaraan. Maaaring pakikipag-usap. Yan. People I know I trust about how I'm feeling, you talk about it. That's very important. No? And for the people who are listening, listen lang. You don't have to give the assessment. You don't have to give any advice if not needed. Listen. Provide that safe space for listening. Exercising, meaning to say, get on sports. Walk it out. Importante yan. Calming. Okay? Either some of the techniques later that will give you meditation, observe sleep, etc. Bakit calming? Kasi nga, pag kalmado ka, your thinking brain now supersedes the limbic. So meaning to say, you are sure that your cognitive now would follow. Pansinin nyo, in any yung emergency, mga ambulance, no matter how the situation, pansinin mo yung mga medic, kalmadong-kalmado. Okay. Bakit kalmado? Because they have to know the pattern, the process that they have to do in doing first aid. Importante yan. And relating, very important. Spending time with the people I care about. Sometimes, kung wala kayong budget, dun mo sa Sunken Gardens, sa mga malaking LB, ang ganda ng space, no? Tabi-tabi lang kayo, dala kayo ng chichirya, kwentuhan lang about life. It's those beautiful moments that helps you bounce back. Doesn't have to be in a coffee shop. Then lang kayo, baon ka ng kape, 3-in-1, o kwento about life. Picnic about life. Okay? Now, creating, expressing. Maraming creative modality that can be used through arts, music, drama, body movement. This part I like best, congratulating. Being kind to myself for the things that you actually did. No? Wag mong, kasi sanay tayo, ang ganda-ganda ng damit mo, hindi pangit nga eh. Para ba sabihin thank you? Diba? In other words, thank you for noticing or kaya, sorry, I'm grasping for the charger. So, importante yun, no? Congratulating ourselves for the little victories that we have. Every day there are things, lalo na kapag pakiramdam mo, no? You have a bad day. Before you end the day, before you end the night, you think of something. What did I do today? Little man ito, malaki man ito, that I'm proud of, that I did. It's very important. And then learning. We are all, I think everybody now who was here right now is technically have the perspective, I want to learn more. And that's very good. Because there are things that we learn to accommodate our minds to be able to filter na, uy, ano pala, may pagkakataon din pala na even if I don't have any background in psychology, social work, and stuff, like I can help also and reach out, So how do I do it? And it's a way to be able to celebrate them, your humanity, the strength of humanity. Okay. Now let me introduce to you very briefly the underlying theory. No, this is this Trauma Resource Institute. And this is headed by Elaine Miller-Caras. No, we were very lucky back in 2014 and 2016. Nagbigay sila ng training, no, through the association, that they've introduced us to a different modality of treatment. So, dalawa ito, community resiliency model and trauma resiliency model. So, this morning, very briefly lang, dadaanan na lang natin, no? So, ano ito? What is the community resiliency model? The goal of community resiliency, or CRIM as we know it, is an intervention, is to bring the body and mind into balance. This is one of the technique, no, that we teach a lot of seekers. Seekers yung tawag namin for those who are seeking mental health support. No? Lalong-lalo na kapag minsan nasa loob sila ng classroom, feeling na very anxious sila. No? So ano yung immediate way, no, to be able to do this? So Crim interventions are easy to learn. You don't have to talk about the past. Ang technique nito, you don't have to talk about the past. You're focusing on the here and the now, the bodily sensation that you're trying to control. No? Even if the person don't read or write, in many countries that this has been implemented, in Uganda, in Africa, there's a language barrier, but they're able to execute. No? Because hindi ito magmamatter whether nakakabasa ka o nakakasulat. And it's very useful for different culture and ethnic backgrounds as well. Okay? And ang maganda nito, from toddler to old senior side, kayang gawin. So, because of neuroplasticity, nung araw kasi, there's a study in the brains that, diba, you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. Yeah. Neuroplasticity came about because of the work of the scientists and we're trying to prove in NASA na hindi talaga, na hindi na kaya. So, ang pinuprove nila sa research na yun, na talagang the brains cannot. Hindi malleable ang brains. No? However, the result came out differently. And that's why the birth of neuroplasticity, I think in the early 90s ito. No? Sabi ng research nito, sinasabi ng neuroplasticity, the brain can be taught. And it can change through experience. Kasi, ang pattern of thinking natin, nakukuha natin because of the experiences and how we choose to deal with it without guidance in the past, no? So, kumbaga, pagka minsan, na-overwhelm ka na, minsan nagpa-flight ka na, nagdi-disappear ka na, hindi ka na makontak ng mga members mo, okay? Ang sinasabi ng neuroplasticity, that could be changed, no? And the change would enable us to strengthen and bring hope that, patterns of behavior can actually be done. This is quite the things that's being done in behavioral modification also. Behavioral, no? You're focusing on the behavior and trying to change the behavior without looking back so much on the past. It's the behavior manifestation. Let's listen to this first.
Not so long ago, many scientists believed that the brain did not change after childhood, that it was hardwired and fixed by the time we became adults. But recent advances in only the last decade now tell us that this is simply not true. The brain can and does change throughout our lives. It is adaptable, like plastic. Hence, neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. How does neuroplasticity work? If you think of your brain as a dynamic, connected power grid, there are billions of pathways or roads lighting up every time you think, feel, or do something. Some of these roads are well-traveled. These are our habits, our established ways of thinking, feeling, and doing. Every time we think in a certain way, practice a particular task, or feel a specific emotion, we strengthen this road. It becomes easier for our brains to travel this pathway. Say we think about something differently, learn a new task, or choose a different emotion. We start carving out a new road. If we keep traveling that road, our brains begin to use this pathway more, and this new way of thinking, feeling, or doing becomes second nature. The old pathway gets used less and less and weakens. This process of rewiring your brain by forming new connections and weakening old ones is neuroplasticity in action. The good news is that we all have the ability to learn and change by rewiring our brains. If you have ever changed a bad habit or thought about something differently, you have carved a new pathway in your brain and experienced neuroplasticity firsthand. With repeated and directed attention towards your desired change, you can rewire your brain.
Right.
Neuroplasticity, we're nearing the end of our talk. No? So neuroplasticity simply tells you that, kaya nga di ba may category, negative thinking, positive thinking, no? Pero wag naman yung toxic positivity. If you are constantly right now on a negative realm, yun yung nakasanayan mo kasi, way of thinking and feeling. So there's hope for that. You just have to make an extra effort with help, I think, no? Yung mga kasamahan natin, support. And that's what we do in the PSP program, no? Guide the person to be able to shift from the negativity towards a more healthy functioning mental health status. And parang ano lang yun ang classic na example ko sinasabi, di ba, pagpupunta ka ng eskwela, mula sa bahay papuntang eskwela, may default ka ng daan. Tama? And na-realize mo, uy, pag ito yung kabilang dinaanan ko, it would save me 30 minutes. Kaya lang maninibago ka, no? But if you keep on doing that every day, tinetrain mo bagong daan, it becomes now a new pattern of route for you. Yun lang yung sinasabi ni neuroplasticity. Because a long time ago, sinasabi, wala na yan. Pag ganyan na yan, lumaki na yan, hindi na magbabago. Hindi. Neuroplasticity and science, neuroscience would tell you it's not true. We all have the capacity to change the brain thinking, the narratives, no? And it's about the opportunity to shift gear. So grounding, sabi natin, is one technique that we use, no? To calm down. And it's direct contact with the body, no? With the ground. May mga studies would tell you right now, no? For example, ayan ka, nag-iisip ka, nagne-negative thought ka na. Kung meron kang, minsan, di ba, malawak naman sa campus yung may damo-damo, tanggalin mo na yung sapatos mo, lakad-lakad ka. Lakad-lakad ka to ease out, no? Para the grounding of the feet to the ground gives you a lot of energy because of the grass, lalo pag naaamoy mo yun, ano? Kung may bato-bato man o sa dagat ka, basta it's a grounding technique that would help you bring back to the present moment. Okay? So what are the things that you can do? Standing against the wall, no? Maglakad ng nakapaa, embrace, the various software. Kaya naalala nyo, yung mga bata when they're young, my kids when they're young, may libro yan na iba't ibang texture. And pag yan medyo anxious ng konti, bibigay mo yung libro, hahawakan nila, nawawala yung anxiety nila, napupunta yung doon sa feeling the softness, the hardness, the texture that is in the book. So we can lie on the floor, ground, making sense, and putting our body next to nature in contact. So kailangan importante, ano ba yung nagwo-work sa'yo? Some people, if they're very, very angry, sabihin ko, instead of walking out, alam mo naman, mag-i-angry ka, instead of walking out, excuse yourself, lakad ka lang muna sa labas, and then come back when you sort of cool down. Because there are many things that you can say when you're in a chaotic phase that later on you regret. So rather than regretting it, distance yourself muna by grounding and doing all the things later on. So, ano yung mga example nito, no? There are 10 techniques, no? You can walk, no? Very, very important in walk, and then breathe in and out, no? Trying to switch off any thoughts and then looking into your body movements walking. Kaya may steps. Ilang steps ka na ba ngayon? Second, push against the wall. This is very effective at ginagamit ito in young children. No? Kung galit na galit ka kasi very anxious, no? So you need to express that. Push, no? Push, and all the ansay pareho ito dun sa yung may boxing na ginagamit, no? The point is express, the stress. Okay? So meron sa classroom or whatever sa area ninyo, boarding house, pag medyo nagfo-frustrate ka na, sandali, tayo ka lang, push the wall, 1, 2, may exercise cardio, may feel ka pa. Look for colors and shape. Pag hindi mo magawa yan, there's classes, in the middle of it, at na-overwhelm ka, tingin ka lang, tingin. Look at the colors. Kasi by shifting your attention, you're cutting the negativity of thoughts. May isip mo, ganyan, whoop, focus ka, yung flower maganda. You're not trying to run away from the problem, but in the time and space for that, you need to focus. So you need to shift gear. Okay? Colors, what are the things that they're observable, so that your mindset can now refocus. And then when you're okay na, you're feeling calm, then you go back. Okay? Count. Ito, pinaka-effective to. Count ka, pabalik. Huwag pa atras. So 1,999. Mag-count ka. If it works for you, you can count. Because ang technique nito is, again, refocusing your attention, because aside from going down the negativity, you're trying to divert, okay? Hijack, okay? Your mindset towards stopping it, controlling it, so that you can go back to the same stable way. Drinking water, importante yan. This oftentimes provides a cut from, whatever that you feel, no? Inom lang. We do this every time. Kaya lang hindi mo nakikita minsan, di ba? In many, many cases, kapag there are distress, no? we give them a glass of water, no? So that they can refresh. At pagka nakaano na, medyo naka-imasmasa na. Touch objects, Kaya kayo may mga favorite pillow, blanket, stuffed toy, toys, and stuff like that. It's because the sense of feeling, you're grounding yourself to the here and the now. Maaaring may naalala ka something that was very painful for you. Touching object is like grounding. You hold now your cell phone, you touch it so that it can refocus back again. Okay? Temperature, kapag naiinitan, syempre, palamigin ng iyong katawan, walk. No? Very important because the humidity that's affecting us would eventually compound our thoughts and anxieties and issues. Listening for sounds, mahilig tayo sa music, kaya may music therapy. No? Ano ba yung paborito nating sound? And pag nalulungkot tayo, madalas, in a lot of groups of young people right now, music really works for them. No? And this now becomes an outlet. Minsan pansinin mo, kung ano yung pinakikinggan mo, yung damdamin mo, it's a way for you to sing and for you to express yourself. That's good. That's good. And notice, no? Name objects, kanina colors, schemes. Now, pag wala talaga, notice the objects around you. Name them. Para minsan pag masobra kang negative, nakikita, perfume, ballpen, notebook. Because it will help you now go back to a stability mode so that your thinking brain continues to move. No? And open eyes. Yung open eyes, shut, close na gayon, relaxes and soften the mouth. Kasi minsan, masyado tayong harsh sa ating mga mata. Ilang oras tayo nakaupo sa harap ng mga computer natin. And sometimes, kailangan din ng exercise. So if you have a garden, mga green, tingnan natin, changes. Okay? Ang activity, we do this, importante ito. Probably we'll just give this to the USC, and then the council. And tingnan lang to, it's an exercise, it's very important to know and review, ano ba yung mga trigger signs mo, ano yung warning signs mo, pero ano yung mga self-care activities mo, anong coping strategies mo, and signs para sa'yo that you might seek professional help. And how do you now reach and be connected to professional? Okay? So yun lamang po. Maraming salamat at mapagpalayang umaga po sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat po.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc Joey. That was really a wonderful and insightful discussion. Actually, grabe yung buong talk na nakikinig na ako kay Doc Joey. Para akong niyayakap, ganun, parang sobrang assured ka na you have really a wonderful and safe space this morning. And it's a good thing, na maintindihan yung sarili natin and even how we can show comfort and support to other people. So again, thank you very much, Doc Joey. How about you guys? Have you also enjoyed our first discussion? Yan?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so at this moment, we'll be taking a 10-minute break. So you don't have to log out from our Zoom meeting, but feel free to grab a cup of coffee, hydrate, and rest for a while. Please come back at exactly 9:45 a.m. for the second part of our program. Please stay on the call and see you in a bit. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Nais kong maging alitap-tap sa iyong gabing madilim. Nais kong maging patak ng ulan sa mahabang tagpuyo. Nais kong maging tagsibol matapos ang mahabang taglamig. Nais kong maging alon na sasalubong sa dalampasigan. Kay rami kong gustong gawin kay raming nais marating. Ngunit ang lahat ng ito para sa iyo. Tanggapin ang aking alay, munting handog sa iyo, para lang sa iyo. Mula sa puso at isipan, aking pahinungod, pahinungod. Di ko man mabago ang lahat, at ang oras may di sasapat. Ang mahalaga ay may mga munting kislap na pinagsama, ay liwanag, liwanag. Kay rami kong gustong gawin, kay raming nais marating. Ngunit ang lahat ng ito para sa iyo. Tanggapin ang aking alay, munting handog sa iyo, para lang sa iyo. Mula sa puso, aking pahinungod, 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 pahinungod.